Hi, Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera to Dr. Yo and to the viewer that watching this video slide presentation of BID3003 Transportation and Traffic Planning. My name is Muhammad IZHAN bin AIZE and along with my team is HAZIQ Danial, AFFIQ LUQMAN, LIDIYA DIYANA and HAIRULNIQ BAZRINA. So the purpose of this study is to analyze the traffic counting in Jalan Al-Kiri and Bangsa bypass in Kuala Lumpur, which is me and my teammate has already to the site location with the form, with the traffic counting form, and also we use application to do the traffic counting.
Our aim is to assess the traffic volume and traffic condition at intersection PJ Bangsa Bypass Kuala Lumpur by conducting a manual traffic count survey. The first objective is to evaluate the traffic condition at the PJ Bangsa Bypass intersection, and the second is to identify the cause and time when there is a heavy traffic, and third is to analyze the position of land use that caused the traffic congestion, and lastly, identify the issue, problem and suggest appropriate action.
From the overview of the case study, we decided to choose Jalan Ara, PJ Bangsa Bypass, Jalan Al-Kiri Kuala Lumpur in Bangsa Baru area as our site to conduct a traffic volume study, as it is placed at a strategic location where it is surrounded by the commercial and residential area which have a good population density and good to determine the traffic volume, especially during non-peak and peak hours. For the existing land use activities in the study area Bangsa Baru, there are only a few types of land use activity which are residential, public facilities, recreational, institution and the others. In Bangsa Baru, there are only two sides of pedestrian walkway which are 2 meters and 2.5 meters. A traffic island is one of the main components at this one junction to separate traffic streams and to guide turning movement at the intersections. In addition to reducing vehicle speeds, traffic islands are usually found in the form of paint on the street as in the site study this time, namely in the form of an island with a higher surface than the road. Apart from being a road separator, the traffic island also can be placed for pedestrians to get out of the flow of traffic as a place amenities such as CCTV, street light as well as the floor plan to grow. The primary function of traffic calming is to control the speed of vehicles passing through roads. There are several traffic calming elements such as road hump and a fairly efficient traverse bar at PJ Bangsa Bypass, heading to Jalan Ara to reduce the vehicle speeds. Both traffic calming elements were identified as being effective enough to slow any vehicle passing through the Y junctions. This element would definitely enhance the safety of road users than other motorized vehicles.
Okay, so for the first part of the analysis is the traffic counting. The traffic counting is one of the methods to determine any routes and the fluctuation of flow. Traffic volume describe the condition of road which helped to plan for a better traffic management. Okay, for the analysis part, we have two parts, which is the first part will be the traffic counting and the second part will be the traffic volume. So now we're going to look for the first part, which is traffic counting. So based on the analysis during non-peak hour, which is from 8:13 to 9:13, over the total number of 1,494 cars during this time. So we assume that during this time, people are going to work and some of them might go to the market. And next, for the second highest traffic is, of course, the motorcycle. As we have seen that a lot of Foodpanda, Lalamove and also GrabFood are using this road. And the third highest will be the lorries, and the lastly is bus with no total number. This might cause maybe the route is not bus route. Okay, on the second session we have done on 11:13 to 12:13. During this time, car is also recorded as the highest number, which is overpassed the total number from the session 1. Now the total number of the car is 1,614. So we assume that during this time is lunch time, so people from working up for lunch And then for the second highest is of course the motorcycle. We have seen a lot of motorcycle during this time, as well as the food deliveries and so on. And then the second is lorries and truck, which is the total number is 77 vehicles. And lastly, we have bike. We have like 2 bikes using this road. And for bus, they're still the same. There's no total number of bus, maybe because there is no this is not a bus route.
After obtaining a traffic count in 2 sessions at 2 different hours, which are at non-peak hour and peak hour that was conducted at Jalan Arah PJ Bangsar Bypass dan Arah Kiri areas, the total number for each vehicle class will be multiplied by the associated passenger car unit value or PCU value for each interval to get the traffic volume. During the non-peak hour, the car contributed the most to the total number of PCU, which is 1,495.5. From 80 am to 9:30 am, the traffic volume and situation are precarious. The vehicle was discovered to be denser in volume going from Jalan Arah to Jalan PJ Bangsar Bypass than going to the other directions. This shows that many drivers are expected to leave the Bangsar area to travel toward outside of the Bangsar area. During the peak hour, the car also contributed the most to the total number of PCU, which is 1,640. The vehicle was discovered to be denser in volume going from Jalan Arah to Jalan PJ Bangsar Bypass, and the total vehicles are also increasing for every 15 minutes from 11:30 am until 12:30 pm in that direction.
Moving on to our issues and problem, our first issue rises when motorcyclists make a U-turn in an area that is not designated for U-turn. According to the observation during traffic counting, most motorcycles make a U-turn on the empty space of the road divider. This action might endanger both the motorcycle rider and other road users. The consequences of a U-turn accident are quite often potentially lethal. It is an unexpected maneuver that usually does not give the faster moving vehicle enough time to change course and avoid an accident. Additionally, the space is also narrow for vehicle to use. For the second issue, which is uncontrolled intersection between Jalan Arah Kiri and Jalan PJ Bangsar Bypass, most vehicles including motorbikes, cars and small vans travel at high speeds from Jalan Arah Kiri to Jalan PJ Bangsar Bypass. Similarly, many vehicles also travel at high speeds from PJ Bangsar Bypass to Jalan Arah. During the traffic counting, many of the cars almost collided on this intersection as there is no traffic calming features such as speed bump. Speeding is the most common reason that may cause accident on the intersection. Drivers who exceed the speed limit endanger themselves and other motorists will also slowing down traffic flow if accident occurs. This might lead to massive traffic congestion. Alright, so for our third issue, which is pedestrians do not cross at the existing zebra crossing. According to the observations obtained during our fieldwork, many pedestrians do not use the current pedestrian crossing at the Jalan Arah PJ Bangsar Bypass traffic light. This is due to the fact that walkers from Jalan Arah Kiri and PJ Bangsar Bypass who wish to visit Bangsar village, which is located directly in front of this intersection, must walk relatively far ahead to enter the Bangsar village gate. Okay, so for our fourth issue is poor median condition. A median is a structure or strip that divides two-way lanes in the middle of a road to prevent collisions between opposing direction moving cars. The road divider or median that was located between two roads at Jalan PJ Bangsar Bypass was quite poor as the paint was faded and some of the structure was damaged. Poor road dividers have the potential to become death traps, posing a risk to all users of the road, especially to the vehicles that coming from Jalan Arah Kiri.
For recommendation, we suggest to install speed hump at the Jalan PJ Bangsar Bypass Jalan Arah to discourage bicycle. Slow bicycle from the Jalan PJ Bangsar Bypass will make it easier for bicycle from the Jalan Arah Kiri to cross the road and this can reduce the risk of road accident since that intersection have no traffic light. Our second recommendation is provide zebra crossing at that intersection. This is because many pedestrians cross at the Jalan Arah, Jalan PJ Bangsa Bypass at this intersection. With this pedestrian crossing, driver will be more aware toward the pedestrian and cyclists at there. In conclusion, the assessment can be used to improve traffic conditions, forecast incoming traffic growth, and give better solution for traffic control and ensure smooth traffic flow on the network as traffic and roadway steadily rise and grow for year to years. As a result, a traffic count is essential for understanding traffic flow. This is due to the fact that problem will always exist in the long run, but solution and recommendation are always there to help. Thank you.